At first, it was just a flicker. A glimmer of light, too bright, too sudden. Then, the world dissolved into white. It was not the darkness I had feared, not the black void I had imagined blindness to be. No, it was something else entirely, an endless, suffocating whiteness, stretching infinitely in all directions. A prison without walls, without shadows, without form. I reached out, but nothing remained. I called out, but my voice was swallowed by silence. I was alone. White, only white. No horizon, no shadow, no depth. Just an endless, blinding emptiness. The world as I knew it had vanished, and in its place was a cold, indifferent void. One that erased not only sight, but also the very sense of space and existence itself. They extinct me. No injuries, no disease, nothing to explain the sight I had lost. When sight was taken from us, order vanished. Chaos was not a sudden storm, but a slow decay, like rust eating away at steel. Without sight, the foundations of our world crumbled. The structures we had built, laws, routines, civility, were nothing more than fragile illusions, held together by the thin thread of perception. The moment that perception was lost, so too was our grasp on order itself. Power is a beast that devours our dreams. Yet, as its blood touched the earth, only darkness bloomed. The beast had not been slain, only reborn in another form, wearing a different mask, speaking with a different voice. The cycle had not ended. It had merely become anew. Hunger became law, fear became currency, and in the absence of light, the darkest parts of us took control. What we were before no longer mattered. Civilization faded into memory, and in its place, only need remained. Perhaps only in the world of the blind will things be what they truly are.
It's growing too strong for me.
But as the world dissolved into madness, I remained untouched by the white abyss. I alone could still see, and that I feared was my curse. To see meant to bear witness. To bear witness meant to choose to act or to remain silent. And in the end, perhaps that was the true weight of sight, not the images it brought, but the responsibility it carried. I was not the one who killed the person, yet the world cannot bear a death without a culprit, as if every ending demands a hand to hold the blade. If I were to confess, would it grant them salvation? Or are our hands already steeped in blood, and we merely seek another to bear the weight of our sins? In the end, does it matter who holds the knife when the blood has already been spilled? They begged for guidance, but how could I lead them when I too was lost? It was not just blindness that bound us, but fear. Not just darkness, but the weight of uncertainty.
What is that?
Is that what?
Oh my gosh.
The unbearable knowledge that none of us knew the way forward. I don't think we did go blind. I think we are blind. Blind but seeing. Blind people who can see but do not see. Yet, as we wandered in the wreckage of our world, something changed. A shift, a flicker, a break in the endless night. Light pierced my vision, shattering the silence of the eternal night. Yet brightness no longer dazzled. It only burned, bringing tears to weary eyes. We opened our eyes, but did we truly see, or just return to blindness of another kind? Perhaps we had never truly seen the world, not as it was, but only as we wish it to be. And now, even with sight restored, the deeper blindness remained. What was lost cannot be restored. What was broken cannot be unbroken. But perhaps we can learn to see differently. Not with our eyes, but with something deeper. Not just what is visible, but what lies beyond. Deep within, something nameless lingers. That is who we truly are.